Hello, fellow human light beings. I was a little bit tardy getting here, but I'm here. All right, so it is time once again for a live guided interdimensional meditation. And I believe we are going to have an interesting journey this evening. Some of my friends showed up and gave me an idea that we're going to be going someplace special again and getting some energy. Anyway, we'll find out. I do not know exactly what's going to happen. I do want to comment about some of the things that's been happening. I'm not going to get specific, but some of the things that's been happening in the world. It seems to me like evil forces running things are getting very desperate, and that to me sounds like pretty clear sign that things are breaking down. And I'm continuing to get the impression from the light beings that we are having a very powerful effect on shifting this world around. So I won't get any more specific than that right now. But anyway, I've babbled for a few minutes. A few people have showed up. We can go ahead and get started with the meditation. So I'm excited to see what's going to happen. So if you would please go into your favorite meditation place in your home and get in your favorite meditation posture, and let's begin. Inhale very deeply, please, and hold, and exhale. Once again, inhale very deeply, and exhale. One last time, inhale very deeply and hold it. And exhale. Continue breathing long and deep. Inhaling beautiful, loving energy from heaven, exhaling and releasing all attachment and having your cells become empowered with light energy. Continue breathing long and deep. And bring to mind things within you that you would like to release. Is there a way that your mind thinks? Are there certain thoughts or patterns, obsessions, things that pop into your mind, and no matter how hard you try, they just keep coming back? Bring at least one of those things to your mind, because in this meditation we are going to seek to release it. All right, let's start with the whole breath, inhaling energy from the heavens down through our crown to our soles of our feet, exhaling into the earth, chanting Hul, inhaling the earth up to the crown, exhaling Hul, sending earth energy into the heavens. Inhale and begin with me. Please bring your attention back to the sound of my voice. Continue breathing long and deep, allowing your physical body to become a portal for both earth and heavenly energies. All right, what I'm seeing is that above us in the upper atmosphere of the earth, I am seeing what looks like a very large UFO craft made of light. It looks like, for lack of a better word, your typical saucer shape. It's not exact. At the top there seems to be, it looks like a purple orb of energy on top of it. And so that is where we are headed. So if you would please focus on your heart center. Allow your heart to expand, feeling the power of your soul, awakening, becoming stronger. Allow your consciousness to rise up out of the crown chakra. You're now rising above your physical body. You are sending positive energy to your body to take care of your place here on earth. Thank your body for being the perfect vessel for your soul in this incarnation. We rise up above, out through the roof of our home. We look down below us. We see the earth getting smaller and smaller. We are being pulled up through the atmosphere very quickly. We find ourselves right there at just outside of Earth's atmosphere. Directly above us is a very large, it's a ship, but looks like it's made completely of light. And we are being invited up into the ship. So I'm allowing myself to float up through the bottom of the ship. And when I get inside, I am seeing a circle of beings. This looks like some council. So this seems to be a very important meeting that we're having. And so we are being asked to simply take a seat. And we are being surrounded by very important beings. They look like they're different types of beings, different types of species. So this seems to be an intergalactic council, interdimensional council, probably is a better word. And they seem very proud and happy for us to be here with them. So let me see if I can hear what they're saying to us. We want you to understand that what you are about to experience will have an extremely powerful positive effect and will be a massive shift for you. So we first would like to ask you if you give permission to have this experience. So you can respond however you choose. Okay, that makes them very happy. They're very happy that you've chosen to accept this experience. I get the impression that this is not your average energy upgrade, that there are going to be shifts that will happen simultaneously on Earth. So this is the beginning of the last shift, the beginning of the end. We're being asked, would you like to commit to a completely different existence in a completely different world? So you can respond however you choose. All right, and now what I'm seeing is a shaft of light is coming down from above. It looks to me like an interdimensional portal because it's going through the top of the ship as well. And we are being invited to stand inside this shaft of light. And then we will be transported, so I give my permission to be transported wherever you'd like to take me. And we find ourselves being pulled up through this shaft of light, up and out. The beings that stay there are very happy for us. They were sort of our welcoming committee. They're not coming with us. And we're going up through this light, passing through the top of the ship, passing through into a wormhole, and it seems to just be going up higher and higher. I get the sense we're going to a very specific location for whatever is about to happen. I'm feeling more and more energy coming into me. I'm feeling that the light around us is conscious, and the light around us is giving us love and encouragement, also a feeling of pride and just feeling very proud for us. And coming up through the top, I feel a lot of energy as I'm seeing a sky above me. It's not like any sky I've ever seen before. I don't know how to describe it other than everything is bigger. I don't know how else to describe it. A very expansive dimension that we're in. And I'm seeing off in the distance which looks like some kind of ceremonial. I can't see so well from here, but we're being invited to follow a path down. Why am I seeing trees? And we're following this path, and there seems to be like green grass or something on the sides of the path. And I don't know why I keep seeing a tree. Oh, now I know. We're heading towards the tree of life. So this is like the center of all of the dimensions. That's why this feels so enormous. And I feel a lot of energy as I say that. So we're going to this huge tree of life, and it's got branches going in all directions. Looks like a enormous gnarled oak tree with different colored leaves and things hanging off the branches. And we're being invited to go into the center of the trunk inside the tree of life. And as I go inside, what I'm seeing are lots of, I don't know, it would be wood grain, but the wood grain is alive with different colors and energies moving like veins. So this is like the beating heart of the multiverse. And there is a being there in this tree, a very wise and powerful being. And let's see if I can see what this being is trying to say. Very simple. You're going to feel some power running through you. Do you give permission for that? So answer however you choose. I'm of course going to say yes. Okay, here it comes. And if you'd like, you can grab onto the side of the tree trunk from the inside. You can grab onto the walls. And I'm relaxing into this energy. I can feel it coming up into my solar plexus area and my heart area. Okay, I'm relaxing more into the energy, relaxing more, allowing it to move up my body. And I'm getting the sense it's changing my body. It's almost like sap. It's moving slowly up through all of the nerves and tissues within my body. So I'm getting the sense that my body is, in fact, a holographic tree of life. So I'm at the center of my being, in the center of the multiverse, this tree of life. More energy, feeling energy coming up from beneath me, like through my feet, as though my feet are roots into the earth. But this tree of life is rooted into not our physical planet Earth, but the birthplace of the entire multiverse, so the equivalent, the cosmic equivalent of the Earth. And I'm seeing the energy change colors. Again, my body looks like it's, wood grain. The energy is turning into more of a golden color, again, like sap. So think of it as nourishment. I'm feeling it continue to rise. The energy is increasing, coming up through my whole body. Now I'm hearing, allow yourself to expand. So I'm going to relax and allow my energy to expand. And as I expand, the golden sap rises and fills all of my essence, all of my body, which is now a very large, gnarled oak tree. And at the end of all of the branches, I can't count all the branches, there's so many of them. There are what look like fruits, but each one of those fruits is a dimension, an entire dimensional universe. And we are being asked if we would like to have some special authority to influence all of the dimensions attached to the tree. So I of course will say yes to that. I say yes to everything. You give whatever answer you'd like. So we're being given the opportunity to have authority over all of the multiverse. And of course, this is a daunting responsibility, but I'm going to say yes. I say yes to everything they ask. And this means having full authority over your own experience of your own reality as well. And I'm seeing, since we are holographic projections of the source, there is no difference between having complete authority over one's own existence and having complete authority over all of the multiverse. That this is the greatest lesson. That all of these humans walking around thinking they're tiny little beings, each one of them is a holographic projection of the entire multiverse, and our human bodies are designed to house everything that exists. Okay, now I'm seeing a crown is being offered, so I bow my head and allow that, and the crown is made of wood, and I allow myself to receive that. You may do the same if you wish. And now this crown is giving me tremendous energy, and I'm feeling it connecting to all of the energy which I called sap earlier, And all of that energy is now being pulled up towards the crown. I'm experiencing the pineal gland being stimulated by this sap, almost like honey, going all the way up. And there's some like ball orb being created on top of my crown, just above my pineal gland. And now it's turning into, it looks like a flame. So there's like this flame ball above my head. And what is this? I'm being told this is the crown of wisdom, the fire of awakening. You will never be the same. You can decide to expand into this authority, become the ruling beings of this entire multiverse, the true elites of existence. Because when you are completely at one with all creation, and all conscious beings become important to you, you then are given the power to rule over all things, because by doing so, your greatest desire is to see all conscious beings fully fulfilled and awakened. And this is how any human being can instantly become an avatar of the source. So we're being asked, would we like to be walking avatars? And I'm going to say yes. All right, I would like to give you some time to spend with this being and see what kind of communication you receive. So take a moment to interact with this being and see what it would like to tell you. All right, so I'm being told to suggest to anybody that would like a deeper experience to relax further into this, to become aware of any stubborn third dimensional resistance. And all you have to do is just make the decision to relax. You can even simply say to yourself, I'm relaxing into this. Another phrase you can say is, this is really happening. This energy is real. All right, now we are being given the opportunity to decide what we are going to create. Since now you are the tree of life from which all dimensions manifest, you simply just bring to mind the idea of the earth that you would like to live in. The earth that I want to live in, everyone is directly connected to nature. There is no technology except for technology that makes it easier for us to live spiritually connected. I, of course, have my ideal reality, which looks like an idealized version of Queensland, Australia coastline. And there are no governments, there's no money. The only thing that exists is pure energy and the light of the soul. And every soul only has one purpose, which is to completely fulfill their deepest experience of themselves, to fulfill their deepest desires. And whenever somebody fulfills their desire, other people feel their joy. So there is an environment of mutual support and love and acceptance and admiration. All the while there is an energy, a spiritual energy that permeates everything, an energy that permeates everything. And there is a continuous coming into being. Every second is an experience of coming into being, awakening, being recreated in every moment. So that's my perfect idea. You have yours. Simply think of it, and as you think of it, know that that is what creates it. Spend some time creating your world. And please bring your attention back to the sound of my voice. What's going to happen now is we are going to give all of you a deeper awareness of the truth, so that when you return to your physical reality, there will be a deeper and more clear understanding. If you wish, you can release doubt and fear and resistance. These are choices. You can just simply choose to drop them. You can simply choose to be knowledgeable and wise about the nature of this world. Everything that you have intuited is correct. You are living in a facsimile, a simulation. The true consciousness exists outside of that. The experiences that you are having are real, and the beings that you experience are also real. And you can choose to go through this transition with fearlessness and knowledge of what is happening. If you would like this, simply make the decision that this is how you would like to be from now on. As the shift continues, you will be able to let go of more and more third dimensional limitations, third dimensional harsh experiences. You can drop all resentment and fear and confusion and feigned ignorance. You do not need these anymore to fit in. You can choose to reach out to more natural settings, allow the earth and the plants. The plants have the ability to shift your frequency because the plants are fully connected to the shift upwards. So are the animals. So you can make that decision. Meditating around natural spots, forested areas, natural areas will be very powerful and beneficial for you now. Would you like to come home? Go ahead and answer that question. Okay, now I am seeing that the tree, which was the being, this whole time the being is this tree of life. So the tree is now offering to give me what looks like a ball of, sap or honey or something like that. And this is going to be placed into my third eye. So I'm allowing that to happen. And it's slowly making its way in, sort of like oozing through my forehead and making its way into the center of my brain. I'm getting information about what this does, but I'm having a hard time putting it into words. This will be some kind of very helpful, nourishing energy that will allow the brain, the mind, the pineal gland to operate from a place of knowledge and authority. And I'm seeing that from the pineal gland, this sap begins dripping down through the central channel of the body, through the nervous system, the spinal column. And this will have an overall effect. So I don't know what the word for it is. But it's like the Amrita, it's the Amrita, the nectar of life. It drips down from the top down. And this will allow you to shift. This will allow your body, your nervous system to make a higher shift. It will nourish the shift within you. feeling a lot of power going through my body. Now I'm being led to stand under, again, what looks like an amber colored light that is now coming down through the top of my crown, going all the way down through my body. What is this? This is the light that brings healing to the soul. So what happens when the soul leaves the earth realm? It goes through a healing process, a detox process, so that it can lighten itself up to go beyond, because earth is such a harsh, dense environment. So that's what is happening for us. Even though we have not physically died, we are being healed from the harshness of what used to be third dimensional earth, because you can't bring that with you to the higher realms. Again, this energy's dripping down through my being like sap or honey. And I'm being told you can make the decision to allow your the cells of your body to absorb this, to choose to drink it up, to be nourished. So the more that you tell your cells to consume this, the more that this nourishment will move through your entire system. And I believe there is some being now that is standing above me, could be even physically in my third dimensional space, being with long fingers and pointing this finger at the top of my crown. So I'm allowing the energy of that transmission to come through. We are giving birth to a new race of humans. You all will be the first. You will be given the ability to help and empower and initiate others into this energy, this power. Bring to mind what you would like to have, what you would like to be. Bring to mind activities that give you joy, that give you freedom, that give you bliss. Imagine being and doing things that make you unbelievably happy and blissful. Like a child, no responsibilities, only play and experience. This is true awakening and enlightenment. So I'm feeling the energy rise and the frequency continue to rise. I'm feeling this bliss and this joy moving through me. All right, there's another being coming, and I'm seeing, is this a red energy? This being is now pointing their finger at my crown and sending a red, very nourishing red energy all the way down my spine into my body, and I'm feeling this very beautiful, blissful. It's sweet as well. This is an energy that gives vivaciousness, passion, movement, power. So this is a heart-centered kind of energy. So I'm relaxing more and more into this, allowing it to fill my entire being. And now a purple energy is coming. This is being sent to my third eye. Slowly penetrating deep into, all the way back to the pineal gland, going to the back of my brain, even going out the back. So I'm being instructed to inhale this purple light all the way down the spine to the feet. So you can do this with me on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, inhale. And release. 2 more times. Ready. Inhale. And release. 1 last time. Inhale. And release. And here I'm being asked, what would you like to do for others? So bring to mind how you would like to help and heal other conscious beings. Okay, bring your attention back to the sound of my voice again. All right, we are now coming to the end of this energetic upgrade. There's been a lot of things that have been done, a lot of work that has been done. And now allow the being of the tree to appear before you and ask this being if there is one message that they would like to give to you. All right. You now bow to this being. We're not going to leave. We're going to bring this back down with us. So I'm imagining I'm in this tree, and I'm now going to allow myself to bring this entire tree, this universal tree, through my perception of going through this dimensional wall. We're back in this enormous ship where these beings are, and the council of beings is clapping and rejoicing. Something we did in this meditation was necessary for the whole cosmos. They're very happy. Okay, we're now being allowed to come back down through the bottom of the ship, and we can slowly make our way back down to Earth. Okay, the ship above me is leaving, and I am coming back down. I'm floating back down. I'm still in this giant tree, and I'm floating back down. I'm over my city. I'm now coming down to my home. I'm going through the roof of my home, slowly allowing all of this energy to come back into my body, rooting itself into the earth. So whenever you want to feel power and authority, imagine that you are this tree of life, this universal tree of life, connected to all things, nourishing all things, and that every piece of fruit that's hanging off of all of your branches, or all of the other dimensions and universes. And the more that you allow yourself to grow, the more life and awareness goes into all of these other dimensions. All right, my eyes are closed, but I'm back in my physical body. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to root myself into the earth. So please inhale very deeply. Hold it. As you're holding the energy, allow energy to come down like sunlight down through the leaves and the branches deep into your essence. Exhale this energy into the earth. Inhale from the earth up into the tree that you are. Exhale. And now imagine that you can see in a 360-degree arc, because that's how trees are able to see. They see in 360 degrees. Okay. Whenever you're doing your breath work, if you're doing Qigong, standing or moving Qigong, you can imagine that the Qi energy is the sap that's moving through all of your branches, all throughout your body, nourishing all of the cells in your body, nourishing all of the cells of your astral body as well, your emotional, your mental body. These are all real bodies that exist. And as the tree, all of these bodies are able to come together and function as one. On the count of 3, I'm going to ask you to inhale. I want you to imagine all of your different bodies being unified and working together. 1, 2, 3, inhale. The spiritual energy work, among other things, unifies all of the different bodies and makes them strong. You're now seeking to make all of your bodies, your physical body, astral body, mental body, emotional body, causal body, that they're all now one body, and that you're going to share equally with all of these bodies the spiritual energy that you have. And when this happens, your perception of your reality will begin to change. And now bring to mind one thing, one question that you would like answered. Let it come to your mind. Now release that question. And when you meditate, when you do your energy work, this question will slowly begin to be answered on the deepest level. Once again, we're going to inhale 3 times, bring ourselves back into our physical body. Inhale very deeply and hold it. Exhale. Once again, inhale. Exhale. One more time, inhale. Exhale. On the count of 3, you can open your eyes. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Rub your hands together. Place them over your palms over your eyes. Inhale the heat down to your feet. Exhale into the earth. Rub your eyes, your face, scalp, back of the neck, front of the neck. Bring yourself back into your body. Okay. Not a whole lot to say. That was a different meditation for me, but it was still very powerful. And I don't know that there's anything more to say, so we'll just leave it there for the time being for this transmission. You guys know what to do, where to go. Until next time, my friends, please be very good to yourselves. Feel free after this meditation to continue to meditate. There might be some light beings that want to talk to you and help you integrate this process. So be good to yourself and allow yourself to expand into what you've just experienced. That's it, my friends. I love you all. Please be good to yourselves. I will see you all very soon.